Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing today? I hope you are well. It is me, Moat Simulator. Cheap streamers, streamboo.com, remove the space. I don't know, that seems like a sketchy thing for you to say. Cheap viewers, let's do twitch.tv/moat simulator, remove the space, at moat simulator. Cheap viewers, you're high class, yeah. I don't want any cheap viewers. Exactly. Only high class viewers are allowed. Okay. Hello everybody. Hello Ill. Hello Lena. Hello Zeus. Hello Jinsu. Q Money Rainbow. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. That's very, very good. Good. Thank you for being here. Well, this is mildly orthopedic. Mildly orthopedic is crazy. Anthropomorphic Twitch streamer. Well, if it isn't mild Aunt Talia. How'd you know my name? Oh, I might suddenly go there. What is, Rainbow, what is your profile picture, just out of curiosity? I see it in the view. It says Team GLS. That looks like y'all ripped off something. I don't know. It looks familiar. How are you all doing? My name is Moat Simulator. I am doing not an IRL stream, a just chatting stream, because I do that once in a while. What did I do 2 streams ago? Last stream, me and Pikake, who's in there, shout out Pikake, we played some Ace Attorney. That was good. I am drawing a blank at what happened the stream before. Am I like actually losing it? What did I do 2 streams ago? I don't know what I have for lunch. Yo, stuck in low views. Oh, wait, this is another, I believe, wrong person. Wait, you guys can't, if you're joking, you might get banned. Like, I think some people might joke about this stuff. I think that might have been a joke, but I don't know who it was. All right, that's a risky first message as a joke, because if we don't know who you are, it was not okay. Because if we don't know who you are, it's very hard to know what it is. You're not sure what you ate for dinner yesterday. You want to know about 2 streams ago? Yes, that was last Wednesday, right? Hi Spencer, how's it going? Luckily, I ate stream chapter 2. I know what that was. What was before? We peek in! Oh my god, how did I forget? Dude, last week was so chaotic. Last week was so... I'm gonna actually message my editor. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you. Also, peak stream was crazy. Not sure I transferred it to YouTube, but... Alright, sorry. I'm trying to do this thing where I, like, actually post on other platforms. Did you know, chat? I don't know if anyone ever told you, but if you post on other social medias, that's important. You're about to die, just came to say hi and lurk? Well, I appreciate that you're on your last day on Earth, you decided to tune in and lurk this stream. But have a good night. I assume you're not actually dying. Thank you for being here. Hello, Chunky Bits. Are you sure I didn't call you Chunky Blitz? Now I'm starting to rethink my whole life. Now I'm starting to rethink my whole life. This is I feel I need to re-dye my hair. So I'm doing a just chatting stream because that I don't do that anymore. Blitz was last stream. I know. But before then though, I'm starting to really lose my brain. My brain is gone. But yes, I'm trying to stream and talk to chat because I feel like a lot of the time I've been ignoring chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I get very distracted whenever I do collab streams. I think I love Peak, but like Peak, it's like the last thing I can do is read chat because there's 4,000 people talking and I'm clearly always the worst person. I am always, not gonna lie, I've read your title, I immediately thought making Thanksgiving crafts and talking about the exploitation of the native people of America. I mean, that would probably be an obligatory stream to do. However, I will instead raise you a glass of not taking this holiday seriously because I'm Canadian. I apologize to big Thanksgiving fans here, but we have Thanksgiving in Canada, I would like to note. Also, lady, it's so great to see you. How are you? We do have Thanksgiving in Canada, but y'all like Thanksgiving. We also like, yeah, y'all love this shit, man. Like, I don't know. You're fine, but upsetting. That is upsetting. You are correct. That is an upsetting part of Thanksgiving. I just meant I'm going to make the crafts upsetting, but yes, it is based on a pretty upsetting reason. Pretty sure you did only say it once. When people say Blitz, I always knew who needed glasses. Yeah. Okay, so I have astigmatism in my eyes. And, I kind of can't see. I think I can see very well, but I need to understand that like some things are always going to be kind of blurry. You know what I mean? How dare you? No, like literally. So I went to school in the US for a couple years and I remember it was like, cause in November, like finals. So I went to school in Canada and in Canada, finals are in like late November, early December, right? Because people are trying to like get out of the way for Christmas. I remember once, I think I got my I somehow managed to get my exams out of the way on the 6th of December or something. So I just had like an obscene amount of time off. Like I had like 3 weeks, which in Canada is like insane. And so like obviously like November is like the craziest time in Canada. Like that's when it's like crunch time. That's when you're getting ready for finals. That's when it's like so stressful. And so I remember going to school in the US and then like it was the beginning of Thanksgiving like week. And then people just started like dropping off. And I was like, where is everybody? And then like the next day came, like Monday, Tuesday, more people were gone. And then it was like the class was half empty. And I'm like, y'all realize this is like finals. Y'all really don't give a shit, huh? Like it was just so crazy. It's just like I was so mind blowing to me as someone from Canada that it's like, cause Christmas is a big break. Like Christmas is like a long time to kind of just do nothing. Hi, Miracle Boy. And then it's like, and then there's like a whole week. Some people take a whole week off right before. So basically y'all just stop doing shit like November 10th on. Like November 10th on, America kind of just shuts down. That's what I think that's very interesting. I think America is not a fun place to work and very, very stressful. And there's a really messed up work culture. And Europeans probably look at us like we're crazy. Like, wow, you guys like only have like 2 weeks off vacation, blah, blah, blah. The secret is to anyone outside the US, and this is specifically for corporate America. This is not for people, unfortunately, who work in like retail or like serving jobs like that. It still sucks here. But like for people who live in corporate America, this is the secret. You low-key can kind of start slacking off like mid-November into January. So even though you only have like a couple weeks off, like you kind of just half-ass like almost 1.5 months if you live in the States. And I think the States doesn't want to admit that. And this is not, again, this is not food service workers. This is not restaurant workers. This is not retail. This is not yada, yada. But like corporate America, like low key, ain't bad. Ain't bad in America, depending on what you do. There's certain things that they just don't mention, but that is a weird thing about America that I did not know going in from Canada. Honestly, you're so excited for Wicked for Good, which I'm seeing tomorrow. That's so good! You have to let me know how it is. Thank you for following Scorpion King Dumb. Sorry, I almost called you Scorpion King. It's not. You are not the Scorpion King. You are the Scorpion King Dumb. Or you're a Scorpion King and a Dom. I don't know. I feel like based on the capitalization, though, it is Scorpion Kingdom. Damn, you're not gonna watch it with me this year. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, the first one I saw with Lady, who is amazing, by the way. I don't think, okay, I think you said anagram. Is it anagram is when it's all the letters are all the same, like race car or whatever, or something. But this is a different thing when all the letters are set out. I don't know. Well, if is it margarita, orange, arugula, tomato? That sounds like a questionable margarita. Backronym. You saw it 3 times in theaters. You saw the first one? I do Slack then and then also the rest of the year. All right, well then, you know, I want your job. Acronyms. Wait, yeah, anagrams is one of the letters. I know, words are hard. When you make something with an acronym initialism retroactively from the word. Backronym, yeah. Backgammon. Backgannendorf. So you're definitely watching multiple times. Oh, really? Okay, you'd already... Really? I didn't know that. I thought we were all going into it blind. That's so funny. What should we do? We should see... Wait, what else is in theaters? One of my favorite things, Lady recorded this with me. I'm really proud of this. Because it was the same time that Nosferatu came back, right? Came out. And so we dressed up for Nosferatu, and then we did this TikTok, and I'm really proud of this. And Lady filmed this because she is a filming machine, famously. Everybody knows this. Let me try and get this up here. All right. Here we go. The best backronyms are recursive. Moat only authorizes terror. I do. This is peak irony and sarcasm. What? Me sarcastic? Never. Never been. Hey, you bully! How's it going? Nice to see you. But yeah, when your musical theater friend is also spooky. Oh, wait, no, this isn't it. This is a different one. We had 2. We made 2. Wow. Look at us creating content. This is 2 contents. You're VTuber and never on camera is the joke. You are VTuber and I'm never on camera. I mean, you should be. You kept making Foodie laugh and break. Yeah, there's so many outtakes for this.
What do you want to go see tonight?
I think I know. Like, look, we dressed up for Nosferatu. So obviously, me and Foodie and Lady went to see Wicked. Yeah! we literally dressed up just to make it stupid. I really like us as people. So yeah, we should see what is in theaters these days. What is in theaters in this year of our Lord 2025? What random stranger complimented your singing? Yes. It's because it's good. We were taking pictures outside and singing show tunes, as you do when you're a theater kid. What is in theaters like now? Predator Badlands. We could dress as the Predator. That seems like a slightly harder thing to dress up as. You know? It's like a little bit more difficult. Maybe one of us could wear the blonde wig and one of us could go full Predator. Little more difficult. That would be a little too much commitment. You weren't in theater? I don't believe you weren't in theater. You did choir? Choir is like where the quiet theater kids go. It's where you go if you're like a quiet kid and you're like, I like to sing, but I also am not obnoxious, you know? Like that's... I feel like, listen, as an ex-musical theater kid, you not being a theater kid, you'd be right there with me, man. We'd be up there together. You want to do theater so bad, I don't remember why I could. You did choir and theater, and then I found sports. You don't remember why you couldn't? I didn't do choir until senior year. Not you back at it. I'm calling us both obnoxious. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, don't tell me you're not going to sing along with this. Don't tell me you're not in your house right now being like, God damn it. And let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I? My tender heart tends to start to bleed. Tell me you don't want to sing it with me. Tell me you don't want to join in. Tell me you're lying. Oh man, I was such a theater kid, man. Like I was a theater kid because I went to this is how much of a theater kid I was. I went to a performing visual art school just for theater, and then I left because not that I was bullied, but it was a dark time. I didn't really like it. Was very cliquey. And so then I went to the kind of like normie school, and I still did theater, and their theater program was horrible. Like that's how much of the, like I was so committed. I was like, wow, this theater department is really bad. There's no budget. Like literally my performing and visual arts school, like the first year they had an actual theater that rivaled like actual stage theaters in the city. Like it was professional. We had professionals doing lighting and everything. And then the other one, we just had like I think there was the gym, and then there was like a wall that covered the gym. And I think like originally the theater was supposed to, like the stage, it was supposed to open up and you could watch it from the gym. But we had so few people that gave a fuck about the theater and everyone cared about sports that the thing never opened, and we just had this weird stage and then people like just set up chairs. The high school you went to actually had a whole musical academy wing, and you were in humanities. What kind of high school did you go to? Because like I'm confused how like different highs. Oh, it's like a magnet school. Okay. Yes. I mean, there's smart kids in the magnet school. Sebi, how are you, Sebi? Speaking of theater kids, I just read this message. Your sleep pattern changed. So I'll just call you at random. I'm reading your DM right now. What you're saying is I'll just call you at random and hope you respond. Because it is, you are in Australia. I hope that's not a dox here. You're in I'm not doxing you with your continent. So it is always very confusing. I'm always very confused by that. I have a meeting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. I would like to note I'm a really obnoxious person. No one knows I live in Australia. Could you imagine if they had just like a full-on Australian accent and everyone was just like, wait, what? But yeah, I have a meeting at 8:30 tomorrow. This is how annoying I am. I refuse to go into the office tomorrow until like 10:30, 11. I don't care if no one's gonna call me on this shit. I'm gonna come in super late because I have a meeting at 8:30 and I refuse to go into the office like half an hour early. Like, fuck you. I am staying here doing my 8:30 meeting, and then I am going to like Uber over after, like a princessy little bitch, because so I'm talking to someone from the Netherlands. I do not understand why All right, Sevi, I'm literally just gonna call you, and it might be 3 a.m. your time, and I'm just gonna be like, well, that's what he said. That's what he said. But yeah, I was like, oh, I have a call with someone in the Netherlands for some reason. I don't know why my company is doing business in the Netherlands. And so I was like, oh, like, she was like, oh, can you do this time? And I think she thought I was in like New York or something. I live in like LA. So like most people, I guess, when you're from like another country and you talk to someone from the US, I guess most people are in Eastern Standard Time. So she's like, yeah, can you meet at this time? And it was like 6:30 my time. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing 6:30 a.m. my, fuck you, no. And so I realized like the only way we could even like have any call that was even within normal working hours is I have to have a call at 8:30 a.m. And then in the Netherlands, it's 5:30 p.m. So it's like we're both pissing each other off by like fucking with our schedule half an hour. And that's literally the only time where it just gets worse for both of us. Time zones are crazy. I just want to let y'all know time zones are insane. The joke was the Music Academy kids brought money and the Humanity kids got the test scores. There you go. Music people get... Why did the Music Academy kids have money? Was it like musical theater or was it like band? Like what are we talking about? It's always the Dutch, yeah. Most obnoxious, annoying tourist. Mostly obnoxious. I was like, I'm not the most obnoxious, but I'm mostly obnoxious. That's probably real. I feel like I've picked up bad habits from places I've lived. Like I learned to be ruder from living in China. And I love it. Like I feel like, so I lived in Canada like most of my life, and then I only lived 6 months in Beijing, in mainland China, and you just learn that there are certain things, like a lot of things in life that you are learned that are polite. Like you realize when you live in certain countries where there's like a bunch of people that live there, they like just like don't give a shit. Like you don't actually have to follow like a lot of rules. You know what I mean? Like realistically, like you don't have to. It's all learned. Like, the person who I was seeing at the time, we were in Beijing together. And so we were like teaching English for a bit. And there was like a fire alarm went off, right? And, you know, we were with like kids, like young kids, right? And so like, whenever you were a child growing up, we had like fire drills, right? Like we all had fire drills. It's always like, okay, kids, stand in a line. You know, like we're all gonna line up like one by one, and then we're all gonna do the thing, and everybody's like, oh, this is so annoying. Like, why are we doing this drill? We've done it 100 times. But I guess in Beijing that's not quite as common because the fire alarm went off and everybody just ran for the door, including the teachers, and they just like ditched the kids. I just and my ex was like, whoa, shouldn't we like save the kids? It's like, no, man, we're on fire. We're out of here. I was like, damn. At that point I learned, I was like, I don't actually have to save people. Like you can just go. Like there's really no law that says you can't just leave everyone. And also another thing that I think I've learned, bad habits that I've learned was, like in the subways, it would be so fucking packed. It'd be so fucking packed that there was just like, you wouldn't get home if you didn't push, right? And so like there's certain things where it's like, I'll be in a crowd now, or I'll be like waiting in line for the subway, and everyone will be kind of like queuing or like trying to be polite. And I'm just like, oh no, but I can just go. And like sometimes I'll just do it, which is like so unacceptable. But it's sort of like having a superpower, because it's just like, oh, everybody's just like very, very well trained to not be an asshole. But I'm just like, I low-key can kind of just get on the bus, you know? Please don't hate me. Everyone's just silent, just like, this is not what you should have learned. I also learned a lot about my people, my Papua. I learned cultural things too. But I also learned that if you cut lines, realistically, no one can actually technically stop you. This just... Music Academy had all the performing arts, and they charge for admission, and they get mad donos from the rich people. Interesting. Really? Like, were the kids donating, or was it like or were the rich people donating to music? Which one was it? Y'all, someone say something, okay? I'm aware I went full Always Sunny. I swear I'm mostly not an asshole. I just once in a while, I'm just like, low key, I could just be one asshole. There's gonna be, I could just do it right now. Just like, all right. So, you grew up in Venezuela and you can relate to learning to have a rougher edge in public. Yeah, especially when it's just like, I think it's the population. Like, it's not so much just like, people are just dicks. It's just like, when there's like a lot more people, it's like, it's just, you have to be more, like, I think New York is the same energy. Like, it's very different because I think New York has some very like strict like social rules you have to follow and people will call you out for it. But like, there's certain things in like New York where it's like you have to walk faster, you have to be more intense, like all this sort of stuff. It's not quite the same as in like you can just like push people out of the way. But like, as soon as like there's a more populated area, like the rules change. And I don't think it's necessarily a result of people being dicks overall. It's just like you kind of have to like survive in like more populous areas, you know? So like, I feel like that's what happens there. So I chat GPT'd this because I fully accept the robot overlords. They're gonna take over my job. They're gonna take over my streaming career, my office career. I'm doomed. So I looked up here a 3-hour upsetting craft stream schedule, and we've already been streaming for 37 minutes, and I've been supposed to have been doing 2 crafts according to the bot. And I am not there yet. I also don't like, the good thing is I don't like a lot of the things ChatGPT tells me to do. Like, I read it and a lot of it comes across very lame to me. One of the things that I think is good about ChatGPT that I think is going to make it hard to replicate in the future is that ChatGPT gives very much like Christian youth pastor vibes. You know what I mean? I guess there's other bots like 𝥔 is more like edgy or whatever, but like even then I feel like whenever you type stuff into ChatGPT, it always like comes across like, hey bestie, like here's your way to do this, but like in like very like grammatically correct, like no slang, or if they do use slang, they're using it in a really cringe overdone way. And I feel like we can probably outpace the bots quite a bit from a creative level just because of the fact that the stuff that ChatGPT puts out is so cringe and lame. Like, it just gives off very, like, youth pastor vibes, you know? I think that's going to be helpful. Obviously, it's probably going to get better, but right now that's what I've really noticed. All right. Martha Stewart, Thanksgiving crafts. This one I saw. There was an article and it was like how to decorate for Thanksgiving without spending a dime. And I think that this is something that I would really like to do. I think that this is this quite encapsulates the spirit of the holidays here. Sorry, I freeze now every time I switch over scenes. I don't know how to stop that. So this is 10 ways to decorate for Thanksgiving without, will you making the crafts of setting be accents? I have never messed up an accent in my life, okay? Just like to note. Also, that timer reset, that was at like 1,000. It's mostly my British accent, which I don't understand because my British accent's perfect, so I don't know why. That timer is there. And this is from this year too, so this is as up to date. I hope you don't have the 2024 edition of Martha Stewart's Thanksgiving crafts, okay? That I hope you don't have that, because I'm at the up-to-date 2025 version for those who want to follow along. I really like this because it feels to me essentially like you can just find garbage hanging around, which is I really enjoy because That's the same energy that I have in my life. And that's the energy that this webpage has, is just find garbage and do the best you can. So, like using the term foraging in nature to decorate your house is like very me energy. All right, so create a foraged branched arrangement. That I'm excited about. Basically just find shitty leaves outside your house covered in bugs and bring it in your house. You bet your ass I'm gonna do that. Perfect. That looks too complicated, but if I find enough trash, I might be able to put it into a nice loop. I live in LA. I don't have any pine cones, so we're gonna have to skip that. Leaves as place cards is crazy. I'm gonna probably try and do that. What is it? What did they glue on it? It looks like they glued like small worms or cocoons on here. Like what did they... Or they might have sewed it in with yarn. This looks truly terrible to me. That wreath almost looks like you could make it with the parts you throw when you cut up fruit. Yeah, a lot of this really does look like garbage. So just cluster your candles. So just take a bunch of shit around your house and clump it into a way. I also live here. There are really no pine cones. I mean, there are, but you kind of have to go digging. Like, you have to go into, like, certain parks or, like, over into, like, the forest. Like, up into, like, San Bernardino forest. They do. It's just, like, not as common. You have to go... There aren't enough forests in LA. Like, you can't just go outside and there's just, like, an evergreen tree. Like, we do have them. They're just, like, a lot harder to find than anywhere else I've ever lived. So I'm going to bunch a bunch of shit together. Okay. Find a bunch of empty jars. And again, just shove it together. It sort of seems like as long as you have a color palette... Again, which is sort of a lot like my color palette of just like, in terms of my decorations, of just like browns, oranges, yellows, sort of dying colors, and you put all of those things and pile them in. This is apparently crafts in the eyes of Martha Stewart. Pressed leaf garland, that's nice. I'm gonna just find leaves outside my house, okay? Lots of glass, yeah. Elevate your produce, okay. I'm sure that picture was really nice. I don't know. Layer what you have. Rustic wooden bench with a blanket and a vase with... Okay, this isn't even... Did they just give up? Like, what? Did they just give up near... They're like, no one's gonna read this long. Just put a rustic wooden bench with a blanket and vase with branches, a wicker basket underneath located by a light windowed wall. Okay. Seems like you could get most of this from Goodwill right after the holidays. That's true. Forage a centerpiece. Okay, do I have to refresh? I feel like... Okay, good. Okay, here we go. All right, we're back. I have grapes. Extra produce that didn't make it your Thanksgiving goal, make it a table decor. Okay, so just take shit from my house and just throw it around. All right. Oh, this really does look like garbage. This is my cup of tea. Like, this is my bread and butter. I am gonna Martha Stewart the shit out of my place right now. Y'all are gonna be really fucking impressed. Martha Stewart is probably so damn out of touch with going on. Lady smokes a ton of pot and tries to imagine what the poorest could find. Why is that so funny? Martha Stewart, that would be so funny if Martha Stewart's just smoking weed with fucking with fucking Snoop Dogg being like, I don't know, just fucking take some leaves, stick it in a jar. That's what I'd do if I didn't have any money. It's so funny. Moat the Stewart right here. Exactly, P. Exactly. Yeah, so I don't need leaves, pumpkins, and seasonal motifs. I can just use things that look like you'd find them in an old abandoned barn, and then that comes across kind of fall. She takes a bong rip and she goes, pine cones, fucking pine cones. And Snoop Dogg's like, bro, that is, cause that is crazy. That is it. Yeah, this literally, I just find shit around my house. Okay, boom, we got it. Y'all, my brain is already spinning. Whoops. My brain is already spinning on what to do. I am so excited. I've frozen. I'm so excited. I'm frozen in excitement. All right. Let's also do a bit goal. 45 minutes in. Oh shit. I don't even have my goal. My goal's not even listed. Y'all, I'm really fucking up on the goals. Okay, we are only 10,000 bits away, and I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, we've already had 43 bits of donation, which really means, let me fucking calculate this shit out. Minus 43. We only have 9,957 bits until our Umamasame cosplay, which is incredible. If you know Innocent Elixir, she is one of my favorite people on the planet, and I love her with all of my heart. And she did a Umamasame cosplay with Sunny Brew, another one of my faves, and she was Gold Ship. And so together we are doing we are going to be doing an Umamasame cosplay. This one, I would like to warn you, may be slightly different than the one they did. I don't really want to go into detail as to why, but I assure you it will be definitely an interesting time, and a time that it will not be easily forgotten. Martha's Thanksgiving aesthetic really changed after the Thanksgiving she had in prison. Just start peeling stuff off the walls and take ballpoint pens and break them. Like stick and poke a turkey into your face. Yeah. Definitely the vibe shifted just a little bit. All right. So that's what I'm saying. We're doing great on the bits to go. That's I guess I'll do a bit goal now. Let's put on my thing. Should I have done this before? Of course I should have, but I don't things we're doing the best we can right now. All right, how have y'all been, by the way? What are y'all doing for y'all celebrate the holidays? I know a lot of y'all aren't from America, so fair. Okay, 17. All right, so let's do at 700 bits. We're gonna eat horrible gingerbread. At 1200 bits, I don't know. Also craft bit ladder ideas. So for my wonderful friend Foodie, who we are doing Final Girls productions with, she made me a horrendous gingerbread house, so that will be happening. 1200 bits is forbidden craft material. That's very funny. It just might be dirt. Sabotage craft at 5,000. I accidentally did sabotage draft, which is not the same. Sabotage craft, use only bad tools. Okay, this is good actually. I feel like I've made an actual good bit ladder. All right. This is custom commands. You have terrible Thanksgiving dinner at a retirement community with your 102-year-old grandma and her friends. Food sucks, but grandma's cool. 102 is awesome. Congrats to your grandma for being 102. My goal is to be 100. So 102 is even better. That's even better than my goal. That's 2 better. Yeah. And I want to be a cool grandma then too. All right. So that's what we have for our bit goals here. So that means we're going to start. I think, let's see. I want to have it sort of in the corner of what the goal is here. Hire a DJ to mix songs from the 40s. That would be sick. Yo, get the people like bumping. Yeah, like what you should find the median age of people in the seniors home and then hire a DJ to specifically do that decade. That would make people so happy. It's like the same thing, and we're just like when you put like 90s songs on in like a room full of millennials, it'd be the same shit but like the 40s. That'd be so funny. Maybe not the 40s these days, but like maybe like the 50s, early 60s, I'd say. Or or both. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with our foraged branch arrangement, okay? Isn't horrible gingerbread called fruitcake? I will show you this gingerbread. It is not that. It is truly awful. I'm also going to get my foraged arrangement ready. So I'm going to grab... Shit, my table's usually out here. I'm going to grab... Wait here, chat. I'm going to grab my horrible gingerbread thing, and I'm going to grab the table. But this is what's happening here. Please know that this is gonna be happening. Has anyone had Christmas pudding with some Brits? What's the difference between like Christmas pudding and fruitcake? Which one is better and or worse in your opinion? All right, I will be back. Okay. No, what is that? I'm scared. I'm scared of the pudding. Thank you for gifting a sub to Yeehaw, by the way. I appreciate it. Just saying hi. Hello, Red Hood Venom. Damn, I can't see for shit, can I? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll be back. Here's your coat across the church shirt you have. What's that again? Oh, what's that again? Okay. In 700 bits, I'm eating this really upsetting gingerbread. You're like, oh, how upsetting can a gingerbread house be? This shit is insane, y'all. I don't know if you can see this. This shit is crazy. Shout out to the Gothic foodie. She got this for me. Hello, New Zealand lad, by the way. Fruits and bits of ginger. The one you had was pudding with fruit and bullshit. Isn't fruitcake the... Yeah, that's the fruitcake. Fruitcake is terrible. Like, why not just make regular gingerbread cake? You should look up photos of bad holiday desserts. That is true. You had a silly explanation that it's because housewives have nothing to do with get zooted on Valium, alcohol, or throwing shit together and calling it. No, for sure. No, literally. I don't think you're wrong. It's just like a lot of housewives with nothing to do, just like in the 50s, just like, yeah, just messing up on that. So this is horrible. Like, and I have like pretty low standards when it comes to food. And this is so funny because the Gothic foodie is like one of the best like cooks in the world. Like, she's so good at making food and baking, but like she made this. Hi Bofa, and it is unbelievable. This is fake teeth. This, like, a lot of this isn't even food. Like, I won't eat the fake teeth obviously, but like this is like a piece of candy corn that like fell out. Hi Raven, thank you so much for the follow. This is like actual fake teeth that are just like plastic. And then she sprayed a bunch of fake blood on it. I don't know if she was drinking or like what what was going on, but this is actually like one of the worst things I think she's ever made. And so I am gonna eat a good chunk of it at 700 bits. That's that. All right, so there's here. Moat, what up? Hey, Jason, how's it going? We are here making some upsetting Thanksgiving crafts. We have this horrific gingerbread. I did not make this, but this is part of the decor now. Another thing which I like, I feel like we're almost done, to be honest, were these, I'll tell you what kind of design. The designs I'm about to make right now. Gunnar! How are you doing? It's nice to see you. How have you been? I was just talking about how Evora rated me, and I was like, I'm so scared of saying your name because I played games with Gunnar for so long and still call him Gunnar that I'm now no longer trust myself to say anyone's names. But yeah, I was thinking about you the other day. Good. You're in Romania working at a tournament? That's really cool. Are you like playing or are you like casting? Romania. Is it Dota? Is it League? Is it a third game that sounds like you'd play in Romania? You're paneling. Does paneling like casting? Is it like I'm picturing a bunch of people in a row casting. Am I wrong? Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you saw, but I'm actually been starting to cast around Smash tournaments in Los Angeles. Pretty exciting stuff. I've already been banned from one. Apparently, if you're not supposed to swear, you're also not supposed to say use the word edging as a joke 97 times. In a very short amount of time. But that's so cool! I hope you have fun. You're gonna be streaming it, or you have been? Let's see. How much are you eating for 700? Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know, like a good chunk, like a panel, like the front panel probably, right? You in no way know anything about food history, but you wholeheartedly trust me, so fuck Betty Crocker. Yeah, no, this is fine. You probably shouldn't eat the teeth. The stuff was in the recipe books in the 50s. It wasn't like the housewives were making it up. I blame Betty Crocker. What a bitch. Yo. Let me just put down this. I mean, this looks great already. I feel like we've already decorated. Sorry, let me move my skeleton out of the way so you can see truly the beauty that is here. It does look festive. This looks very... It's just like, you know, it's just, that's nice, right? This actually, it's so funny. The Gothic Foodie actually gave this to me, but they were alive. I don't know if you've noticed, but the baby breath now has mold on it, I think. It's blue. It looks like it's molding. It's all right. Also, Gunnar, what are we gonna hang out again? Because OnlyFans season 3 is not coming till like 2020 fucking 7. Are you doing RP? I assume that you're gonna join the GTA RP when GTA 6 comes out in 2035. Almost yeeted the vase. That was my bad, y'all. That was my bad. How are you doing off the rip? You no way know anything about you. Okay, so all right, we gotta. Let's bring this up again. We are creating a foraged branched arrangement. All right, which is, I find this picture hilarious. I think blue means it's dead baby's breath. Yes. This is the shittiest thing I've ever seen. Martha, what are you doing? This is so shite. Like, Martha, like, sorry, 1 second. Oh. All right, this is terrible. This looks awful, and I love it. And so we are going to take a page from Martha Stewart's book, and we are going to be making our own foraged arrangement. Okay? Hello, Catboy! How's it going? So that's what we're doing. I think I'm already halfway there with this shitty... We're creating centerpieces from leaves in our yard. Yes, but I live in LA, so I don't have too many leaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with what we have now. It's even drooping like this. And so luckily I have these sticks. Okay? So we have some sticks. So we're going to like kind of tape them up a little bit. And then we also, luckily enough, have these little baby heads. So I think those are going to look really nice in the arrangement. So let's see what we do here. Sticks, how are you doing, Mikey? All right, let me get my tape. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second for this. Okay, I have some kinesiology tape here, so we can get these sticks and put them up. You're good, Modi. How are you? I am good. I am good. I am getting ready to create a piece of Thanksgiving joy right here. So I'm gonna take this stick, and I'm just gonna like, it's sort of like the thing is dying, and I'm gonna take like one of these stick things, and I'm gonna just kind of like tape it so it has to stand. Sort of low-key against its will. It's like, no, I'm dying, please just let me die. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker. You're in this arrangement now. You're being arranged. Whether you like it or not. This is an arrangement. Alright? Also, please follow us on Passes. It's free. Try to post more on there. I'm gonna message my contact on Passes and be like, I don't know what else to post. But please, it is free to follow. And it will make a difference because we are been filming stuff at that office, and it makes them realize that we are trying to take it seriously. You were not asking those diet. Feels weird, man. Listen, this plant, I don't know if it's better for this, but this, I don't know if this makes my case better or worse, but this plant died a long time ago. This plant has ceased to be a really long time ago. Yes, the roses owe me so much money, actually. The least they can do is not be ugly when they die. That is true. These are carnations, so luckily they have more of an excuse to be shitty. But yeah, roses are like, roses, you've already taken so much from me. You have to fucking hang out. Yeah, these are gonna haunt us as zombie plants. Exactly. I mean, it's sort of, yeah, I just want it to have the same sort of weird depressing energy as this real post from MarthaStewart.com. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be about as good as whatever the fuck could you imagine Martha Stewart, a billionaire, a multi-millionaire, showing up and having this arrangement in the middle of her, fuck off, that would be her Thanksgiving arrangement. That's a goddamn joke. Yeah, this is like a moat arrangement. This is on brand for me. This is not on brand for Martha Stewart. What the fuck? Martha just stopped giving a shit, I guess. You loved dead flowers upside down. I do have it, and I have a really nice upside down dead bouquet on my wall. It actually is nice. It's like roses and stuff. This is gonna be not as nice. A moat of flowers, if you will. Indeed. I mean, isn't that would be a wreath, right? A wreath is just a moat of that's nice. I like that. Your mom loved carnations? That's nice. I like that's good because it means that your mom did not have like super annoying taste, you know what I mean? Your mom was like, you know what? We don't need all these roses, you know? We carnations will do the trick, you know? Carnations don't get enough love because they're kind of on the cheaper side. But just because they're cheaper doesn't mean they're not valuable in their own way, because they're still beautiful. Look at these. Would you feel differently about this arrangement if Snoop was rolling blunts at the head of the table? No, then I would be like, I see. I was like, I see why. I was like, what? I'd be like, what on earth is happening here? Once she got up, they were definitely dating at some point. Dating? I don't think they were dating. Where are you getting these rumors from? I loved their, I never fully watched though, was the Snoop Dogg Martha Stewart, cooking show. I watched the first one and it was like, they were in a competition of who can make like the best fried chicken. And they had like Seth Rogen show up. I was like, this show is incredible. Moat, they were fucking, I promise you. Yeah, how can you guarantee that? I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up later Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg's sordid history. How are you doing, Seppi? Millennial intuition. Snoop and Martha also dated. What? Surely Snoop were just platonic besties. This is blowing my mind right now. I literally thought they would just hang out. Wait, guys, I'm gonna have to look this up after. I'm gonna do some research later. Okay. That's nice. I think that's pretty good. All right, so let's wait. Let's make another one of these. Here, Martha had the motion coming out of lockup. Damn, I feel like very naive now, y'all. I feel like a very naive person. I feel like I'm the last one to find it. Is this legit? Like, I feel very like the last person to find out this. All right, so I'm gonna do the last three carnations, and then I'm gonna tape them together, and then I'm gonna add some baby heads, and then I think we're good, because I just don't want all of them to be on like the bottom of the, like, resting on the bottom of the vase. It's like they kind of gotta wake up a bit, you know? I feel like you gotta wake up and smell the roses, you know? Is that like rude for me to say to carnations? Wake up and smell the carnations. Love after lockup with Snoop and Martha. I'm gonna add some baby heads. Yeah, we can add that to the quotes. I've got some good moat quotes. All right, that is something beautiful. Okay, I think that's pretty on par with whatever bullshit is happening to the other side here. So now we're gonna take a couple more a couple more things, and we're gonna kind of tape them together here. So let's see. Should they be like if I'm not really a bouquet person, but if I was like to fill out a vase, I feel like I'd want it to land like right around here, I guess. Right? That looks smart. Oh, wait, it's sort of, I gotta make sure. Okay. Actually, no. It's like just too short. Actually, no, it's not. It's long enough. Okay, so here. All right. So we got a nice baby head here. Okay. There we go. And then we're just gonna put that. There we go. I think that's pretty good right there, right? Mm-hmm. That definitely looks like something. All right. Okay. Nice. And then I think we should maybe have one a little bit higher, probably. Because I think that it's not good for all the heads to be at the same level. Because if you notice, you know, I'm not exactly a florist, but if you notice, there's different, like the flowers are different heights, and like this one's all the way up here, right? So I assume that the heads should also be different heights then, right? So we're gonna take another stick. Where did you acquire these heads? So shout out to Flu Music. Slew, we did a Halloween box. We did a Halloween box, and we were supposed to do a mystery box, and he gave me 6 disembodied heads, which, you know, honestly, like, disturbing, but also it wasn't the worst thing you could I could receive. So yeah, now I have multiple disembodied baby heads, which it does match the aesthetic. I can't even lie. I can't lie. You can see it on my Instagram. There's a box that he gave me in the box I gave him. My box, I liked a little more. I think mine was the clear winner. I think that he just didn't want to admit that. And I got him a bottle of poison that was actively leaking from like the 60s and a piece of human bone. So I think I won. But I think he just didn't want to admit that. All right, let's get another baby head in here. Let's get another baby head in here. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh wow, yeah, I think you won, right? As soon as you bring human bone into the thing, that you've got it. Okay. See? So then I think that this is good because, yeah, like, I don't want all the baby heads to be at the same level. So that one's like a little like peeking out a bit. I kind of want them all to face you, you know? I feel like, how do I make sure they were all facing the right way? How many baby heads is too many baby heads in a bouquet, would you say? I also think this baby breath is a little bit too high. I know that this is supposed to look really stupid on purpose, but I feel like this is a little, I don't like how high this is. I like my streamers slightly demented. What about me is demented? 5? Okay, I have 6 baby heads, so perfect. I'm not sure what about this is demented, per se. I think this is, you know, perhaps a little bit eclectic, maybe. All right, so we got 2 baby heads. We're saying 5? Should we go 5 or should we go all 6? Because I have 6. I have 6 baby heads. We could indeed just go fully 6. Wait, let me pull this. Oh shit. Okay, where the fuck did the window go? I moved it over and it like completely fucked up everything. Transform, fit to screen. What the fuck? Huh. I don't know what I'm doing. I swear I'm a streamer. I cropped so hard that I cropped like everything. I cropped so hard that it just became a sliver. Yeah, that's incorrect. Definitely bringing the scary vibes with the Insta Yoshi fit and sound effect with Emeru is nothing short of brilliant. I like. Thank you, Jason. Yes, I'm posting. So I finally have like an editor that's like very good, and so they've just been like. I'm literally posting stuff from the OTK tour, which is like, it's obviously way too late to post from that. I understand. But at the same time, like, I've never really had an editor that, like, has actually taken it seriously. So now it's, you're gonna get content from, like, 2 years ago, and you're gonna be like, why am I seeing this again now? But now it's enough time has passed that I feel like maybe you missed it. Maybe you forgot about the content. Or you were like, I remember this dumb shit happening. You showed fam your spaghetti vid. They gave you a 10 out of 10. Yes! Thank you, Mikey's family. Get it together, Moat. Martha is laughing at us. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. And I'm also trying to go back to Austin in like February. God, life is just, there's just too much going on, y'all. Because I'm going to 2 weddings and I wanted to go back to Austin to be like, to hang out with friends. But like, holy shit. Life is just life's, you know? Because like there's December. So I'm going to Canada for December. That's a thing. I'm going to hang out with the family. And then, what else is happening? I'm gonna hang out with the family in December, drinking horchata. That's Vampire Weekend, for anyone who doesn't know. And then I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to Mexico, I think in like May. And then I am a bridesmaid from someone I actually met on Twitch, which is so fun. I don't know if I should blow up her spot, but I don't know if she's public about being married. But yeah, like someone I met from Twitch like when I started, like 2018. So that's gonna be really cool. But then that's like 4 trips in like 6 months. And I think I tell like people say that they have like a travel bug. I have a big like stay put bug. Like I'm like I want to sit on my couch right over there. It's covered in blankets. It looks great. I want to drink juice. Usually with some sparkling water, and I want to lie down. And the idea of going in a fucking plane 4 times in 6 months makes me low-key want to die. But I really want to go. Obviously, I want to be a bridesmaid for my friend's wedding. Obviously, I want to go to Mexico for one of my like best friends' wedding in the whole world. And I want to see my family. And I haven't been to Canada in a long time. But then I really want to go to Austin. I'm being such a little bitch. These are such good problems to have. But yeah, I have a big stay put bug. I'm a big stay putter. Everyone who wants to like travel all over the world like can't relate. I want to go to Japan. And like Taiwan. And maybe Korea. I want to go to a bunch of Asian places. I don't want to do anything else. All right. Traveling takes a lot of you, right? And especially if you do international travel, which I feel like the coolest type of like realistically, if you're traveling to like do like the really cool travel shit, it's usually like further, right? So you're usually doing international shit. So you're going over to Asia, you're going over to Europe, whatever. And then like the jet lag is horrible. So like that's why I lived in China for 6 months. Like I was like I didn't want to do like a whole like travel trip thing. I was like if I go somewhere that far, I'm just like planting. So I literally just, yeah, like I taught English for 6 months and I just wanted to like get to know like the city. Like I hung out and I went to Hong Kong, and like the year before with my family, cause I'm half Chinese. So we were like, went to China for like, you know, cultural reasons or whatever. And so I'd been to like Shanghai and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I just spent like 6 months just exploring Beijing. Beijing is a huge city. Like that, you need at least, like I've lived in LA since what, 2022? And I like have barely seen shit, you know? So it's just like 6 months in Beijing is like nothing. Oh, half Chinese? Yeah, yes. That is why I chose Beijing. People are like, why'd you choose Beijing? I'm just like, because of my mom. All right. We got 3 heads. We were saying, are we voting? Wait, let's do a poll. Chat, please. This is a really important poll. Do we want to do 5 baby heads or 6 baby heads? Let me just do a quick poll real fast. This is a pretty important thing. Poll. Wait, did it pop up? Okay. How many baby heads? 5 or 6? Start poll. Okay, you can type it in chat, but it's probably not going to count. I think it'll only count if you put it in the poll. But I would like to note that 5 is guaranteed, so I'm gonna put another head in. I'm trying to think how to arrange this like properly. You know, like does anyone have any flower arrangement techniques? Because I feel like there's a lot of like space. Do you think my mom will like this? My mom wanted me to buy actual flowers, and I'd be like, Mom, why would I buy flowers when we have flowers at home? The flowers at home. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good craft. This is beautiful. All right, one more. Or not one more, but doing another one. While you can have too many baby heads, 6 is acceptable. Show her Martha's arrangement and tell her she should be grateful. I'm gonna show my mom this. I'm also gonna show Foodie, shout out the Gothic Foodie who gave me these flowers while they were alive. And I'm gonna be like, I think I met them better. Would your mom be okay with the heads? I mean, my mom wouldn't love the heads, but my mom also puts up with like everything else in my room, which is crazy. So my mom doesn't love the heads, but she would probably, like, if she was over, she would probably ask me to move the heads off the table if we were eating. My mom is very much like, I have these bloody gloves on the wall, and my mom makes me take them off the wall when we're eating because she doesn't want to look at them while she's eating. Which is like fair, I guess, but like, I don't know, just like don't look at them. Like you're eating. Like concentrate on food. Duh. Mom is definitely gonna remove the heads. Well, my mom's in Canada, and so she's not coming back to visit for like another 6 months. Like I'm gonna go visit her in December for Christmas. So then she's not coming up here until, I'm assuming, like May or June. So I have months before my mom tries to get rid of these heads. Your mom is gonna have her own little collection of baby heads. I think she'd like it. Yeah, I think, you know. My mom said, oh, this is hilarious. My mom was so mad about all the dolls, and I was like, okay, so I've done collecting dolls, so I think I have enough dolls, so I think I'm gonna just start collecting bone, like real bone, like human bone, animal bone, bat bone. And my mom's like, why don't you just start collecting something nice like flowers? Why don't you collect flowers? And to that I will say, I am collecting flowers. Are you gonna set this on your table when you're done? Absolutely. Do we have a Josh Belmar raid, Cummy raid, Feet Lover raid? Those are all things that I use to describe Josh Belmar. How did y'all know my nicknames for Josh Belmar? Hey, we got Josh in the house. What is up? One second. All right. Thank you for following, Honeygram. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, wait, where's my fucking... Okay, it's over here. What were you doing, Josh? Shout out to Josh. I'll shout out you in a bit. Relatable. I really want a baby skull with both sets of human teeth visible. That's so real for that. Josh fucked my wife. Hi, Zach. It's the raid song. Whoa, thank you, Josh, for the raid. Oh, Josh is very, very awesome. I really appreciate you being here, hanging out today for the raid song. It's not tuned. No. You know what I think is funny? I thought it was tuned, but then I realized I went IRL to my guitar appointment and I don't have a guitar case, so I just shoved it in a suitcase. Don't tell Josh I did this. So it's totally out of tune now. The champion of the sun. Josh is the master of karate and friendship for everyone. It's the raid song. Yeah, I had a guitar appointment. The best part, a guitar lesson or whatever. The best part is I had a lesson and I also, like, I show up, right? And I show up and there is a, I show up and there is a, what's it called? Josh, you're really drunk, sorry. All right, sounds good. I go to the first floor and apparently he tells me that it wasn't like there when he got there. It wasn't like that when he got there, but the elevator was broken, so I had to walk up 8 flights of stairs holding a guitar, which I put in a suitcase. I wanted to die. You taught guitar for 5 hours today? I have done 5 hours of guitar in the last four months, probably. It's not a jam session if you're paying them money. It's guitar lessons. Did you see Damien Hirst's diamond-encrusted baby skull art piece worth like $2 million? I need to buy it. I need to go and do it. So to everyone from Josh, thank you so much for being here, by the way. Thank you, Honeygram. Who else came in from the Josh Stram. We got 6 stars died, Fishanu, Arson Dragon, Nick loves, I read that wrong. Nick loves chicken. Hey Mo, Josh was naked when he raided you. Is this real? Guys, I genuinely can't tell if this is a joke. Was Josh naked when he raided? The way that life can suck. Relatable, you want a baby skull? Absolutely. You're mad, don't want to talk. Oh, mad. I heard drunk. I read drunk. Don't worry, that's okay, Josh. Is he mad at me? Is it me? Let's see. Josh's too cool for a tuner. Shout out Josh. Josh had to leave to abuse his roommate. John. Hello, Ice. It's nice to see you. That is a lot of stairs. Yeah, it was horrible. You were naked when he raided. You didn't need to admit that. Again, 6 stars, you didn't need to admit that. No, I didn't raid in, just happened to be on the stream. Oh, nice. All right, so anyone who's from Josh's stream, he was getting his ass handed. Oh, okay. He rage quit Dark Souls. That's so fair. People always think it'd be hilarious for me to play like Dark Souls or any of those games, and I'm just like, so you want to watch me progress 3 minutes into the game, be mad and quit? Like, like that's what we want. That's content we want. He was having it. Yeah, that's the classic Dark Souls experience. You're joking. You have triple pants on. Excellent. Triple pants is too much. Yeah, it is not cold enough in. It is not cold enough for triple pants. So for anyone who is from Josh's stream, I would like to raise you this really good picture. Is this gonna be? Wait, 1 second. Does this show up? What is going on? Oh, you know what it's doing? That's so weird. I think VLC is doing the thing where, like, when you play the video, it won't load properly. You'd have a coach for Dark Souls. I mean, I'd be down. It would be good. Yeah, if you coach, that would be cool. Triple years! Thank you so much. 36 months is amazing. Thank you, 6 stars. So we are crafting. I do want to show you this, though, before we craft, y'all. I want to show you the craft You're going to be really impressed with it. But I also want to show you this video, which I'm kind of concerned is not working. What if I do it on Microsoft? All right, Microsoft doesn't give a shit, so Microsoft will work, but for some reason it wouldn't work for VLC. It's Dark Souls with dogs. Bark Souls would be great. Does Dark Souls have mods? That's such a dumb question to ask. I'm so sorry, but I don't know. All right, this is gonna be posted at some point, but this is like the extended version. You will be getting a shorter version of this at some point on Instagram, but you're here from Josh's stream, so I'm gonna make you listen to it now. This is when Josh was he stayed at my place on his way to TwitchCon, and I was like, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Novaru, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Oh my goodness. How have you been? Oh my God. Am I not following? Okay. I was just like, damn it. How are you doing? It's so great to see you. I am so jealous, by the way, about your, I'm so jealous about all of the animals in your house right now and your LED. I feel like there are usually certain people's stories that I'm just like, you know, when you just like interact with people a lot because you're just friends with them, and so then you just see a bunch of boring shit. Like you're one of the the stories they actually like. Like I feel like your stories are actually interesting. That's such a shady thing to say to so many people I know. But you know what I mean? It's like some people's like, this is my lunch, but for you it's like, here's 14 raccoons outside my house. Like it's just awesome. You got an ad for Shelby Oaks. You want to see that movie. What is Shelby Oaks? Can you please say Elon Dank Musket Dank Space Dank Woke? I mean, I said some of the words, but like why? Like why? All right. Without further ado, here we go. You guys can hear this, right?
I unfortunately will not.
Yes, you said it. All right, good.
That's okay.
How is the volume on this? This is one of my favorite Josh Moat times.
Right. Yeah. He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. Doesn't have a point of view, knows not where he's going to. Isn't he a bit like you and me?
I feel like this happened just over here. I'm feeling like it happened right here. Yes. I do attempt to be pretty dank in my time.
He's as blind as he can be, just sees what he wants to see. Nowhere man can you see me.
I think I fucked up those lyrics. Thank you, Dank Giga Chad Boy 12. La 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 la. That's me doing an old-timey radio impression. Nowhere plans for nobody. This is my favorite Beatles album. Yeah, we don't need to put this whole thing does not need to be on Instagram. It's like, I think y'all got the gist, but we're still going. I think, like,
Nowhere man.
if John Lennon was alive, I think he would be like, damn, this is
Is nowhere plans for nobody. Taking all is nowhere plans for nobody. Taking all is nowhere plans for nobody. Thank you, Red Hood Men, for the follow.
I mean, if one can listen to Yoko. Listen, Yoko Ono had some, well, there's some songs I like. They did an album together that wasn't terrible. Did I ever listen to it all the way through, though? I might be lying. I feel like I might have skimmed it. There's a couple songs I liked that they did together. But yes, that was a good, that makes me happy, that video. Welcome all in. Okay, so we're doing crafts today. I would like to note, we do have some goals. We are at 100 bits. In 600 more bits, I will eat this terrible gingerbread, not the whole thing, but like a good chunk, probably a good part of the front panel. It has, I'm not going to eat, like a lot of the material I can't actually eat. There's like, my bestie, the Gothic foodie, put like real teeth, human teeth, not human teeth, but like fake human teeth in it, and put dried blood. So a lot of this is actually inedible, but I will eat a lot of that. And then the big goal is the Umamasame cosplay, which I will be doing with the Innocent Elixir, or Innocent Elixir, as she's called. Gingerbread House is in November. The fuck? Gingerbread House in November is... I mean, the funny thing is, I think this is actually this is a Halloween house. So it's actually too late for the holiday it's meant to be, and too early for the holiday that it generally is for. Eat the cardboard. It's already bad. Louis Safer 666. May I say, it is already quite bad. Perfect timing to eat then. Yes, it is really, it is really terrible. But yes, Umamasame cosplay in 9,957 bits. That's the big goal. It's going to be a little upsetting. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So now we are going to go back to the original thing that we were doing, which is, of course, this terrible craft. Yes. We are doing, this is a real craft. This is a real craft. I heard, I'm not gonna eat Siege Death. I'm not gonna eat the entire, that's not, you misheard. I'm not gonna eat the whole, for $7. I'm not gonna eat the entire, that's not happening. Maybe for 50. Maybe that'll be my 50 goal. What's my 50 goal right now? Does the Umamas include a feed? What is a feed bag? Is something like really upsetting? It's so upsetting. I am gonna take a picture. So I really don't want to spoil anything, but there may be some SFX involved in this thing, and I might message the person who's helping and be like, is there any way to add? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. That is pretty bad though. All right, so we have a foraged branched arrangement. Okay, this is a real thing. This was the opening craft that Martha Stewart had on this article. What is it? 10 ways to decorate for Thanksgiving without spending a dime. So they really did take it literally, because this is the shittiest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is comically bad. So we are obviously going to take this idea and we are going to make it much better. So for those of y'all who've just come in, may I raise to you what I've done so far, which is dead carnations, some dead baby's breath, and several baby heads. Just a fair amount of dead baby heads, as opposed to alive baby heads, but you know what I mean. And so I did do a poll for anyone who's just coming in now, for how many baby heads. Cute, thanks. Thank you. For how many baby heads I should use. And I own 6 baby heads, and the votes were all 6. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my arrangement before we move on to the next thing, which is going to be all 6 baby heads. So there we go. Let me know if the music's too loud. I'm taking it off because I literally can't listen to music and stream at the same time. It's getting to the point where it's like, I think I'm getting dumber as my life is continuing. I feel like there's a market for macabre floral arrangements, not usually post-Halloween, but that's the problem. I really enjoy people who celebrate Halloween early, because as someone who celebrates Halloween year-round, my whole life is just Halloween. Like, I'm never not celebrating Halloween. I really appreciate the people who celebrate early, because then sometimes people think, oh, Moat's just celebrating, like, this person I don't know very well must be celebrating Halloween early, and they're not crazy, right? So, that's that. Let's see, here we go. I also want to make sure all of the heads are slightly... So as you can see with these leaves here, they're all kind of slightly different heights. And with my flowers, they're also different heights. Like, some of the carnations are a little lower, some of them are a little higher. So I also want to make sure that all the baby heads are slightly different heights as well. I think that the different levels add to the complexity of the piece. And I think without it, perhaps... without the levels, it doesn't quite have the same impact, you know? I'm not a florist, but that sounds right. Anyway, how are you doing, Taco? The Bobby Hill fade on... Are you saying these people these look like Bobby from King of the Hill? I have not watched King of the Hill in its entirety, and I feel like ashamed about that. I think I started watching, like, you know, I would watch it when it was on TV, but then I started watching, I think, all of, like, season 1, like, in order, and I really liked it, and I just stopped. There's so many shows that I just, like, start watching, and then I just, like, stop. It's just... There's too many, and it's hard because, like, I'll have a streaming service, and then I won't have a streaming service, and then, like, they'll take it off the streaming service. You recall very little from what I watch. It's actually really stands up. Like, I saw it recently. Like, I started watching it from the beginning, like, in 2022, I want to say. And it was like, I was like, damn, this is, like, still very funny. Like, it's funnier than I remember as a kid. Because when you're a kid, you don't really get any of the jokes. At least I didn't. So, like, rewatching now, it genuinely, like, I enjoy it more than when I watched it on TV. It's actually a very good show. Okay, we got 4 baby heads. So many, you end prematurely. I think that's in bad taste based on this pause. But yeah, I feel like I had what did I see? I saw The Boys, and I loved The Boys. I was like, damn, The Boys is so good. And then I just didn't finish The Boys. And The Boys is on Amazon, right? So, like, I should technically be able to... Like, I borrow Slew's Amazon still. So, like, I can technically just watch it, but I just haven't been. I hope I finished Fallout. It's just so weird that I just, like... We just live in a world where there's just too much shit going on that it's like I can't even remember if I suddenly stopped. Like, I got to the very end of Fallout, but I'm not sure I got to the season finale. I don't think I'm gonna really check until season 2 comes out, which is soon, right? And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I never actually finished it. I'm not sure. And I also want to watch all of Seinfeld its entirety, but then there's like a bazillion episodes of that. I will never watch The Simpsons because like there's 4 billion seasons. Although I heard a lot of it's garbage, so I want like a One Piece thing. What's the thing they have for like One Piece where it's like, oh, just watch this version? I want that for The Simpsons. This looks honestly like pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is nice. This genuinely looks better than I was expecting it to look. I didn't have high hopes for the baby head dead flower thing, but it has exceeded those expectations. You rarely watch shows. You did watch all of Fall of Season 1. It was better than I expected. Well, the thing is for me, it's like I liked Fall of Season 1. I think I realized because as y'all know, or many of y'all know, I played Fallout 76 on stream. I was a Fallout 76 main for like 2 to 2.5 years. It was just so above what is like a rational amount of time to stream almost any game, but especially like Fallout 7. Like it made no sense to watch that or play that for that long. And so as someone who just like really enjoyed, and then I played like a lot of New Vegas. I haven't finished it, but and then I was saying that like I lost access to the game because I was borrowing it from my friend, and someone just posted in chat the other day, Moat, it's $5 on Steam right now. It's $5. You dumb fuck. So I realized I kind of like playing those genres more than watching those genres, if that makes sense. Like I really enjoy sort of post-apocalyptic, like you know, open kind of world, like exploration where you get to kind of like hang out, like especially when things are like kind of sci-fi related or whatever. But I feel like watching the show didn't interest me as much because I like playing the game more, if that makes sense. This window freaks me out. So I live by a freeway or like a kind of like a main road thing. And so my house is like 100 years old. And sometimes when like there's a big truck that goes by, the window rattles a little bit. But it rattles in a way that makes it sound like someone's like knocking on the window. And like that freaks me out because as like, you know, anyone who's been here has known that I've had some like, not break-ins, but like some literal, like technically a break-in, but like he didn't break in. There was this dude who was like super high on drugs and he threw a bunch of rocks through my window. So he didn't break in, like he didn't come into my house, but he just high as shit was muttering and throwing rocks. He broke in. He broke some rocks in. And so when I hear like rattling, I'm just like, oh my God, is he back? I think that was a one-time thing though. He was just really high. Everybody has bad days. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days, you know? Okay. So we got 5 baby heads. So we only need 1 more and then we're done. This looks less bad than I thought. Like it doesn't look like what might characterize as good, but it looks infinitely better than I was expecting this to look. When I came up with Thanksgiving crafts, listen y'all, whenever I do crafts on stream, if you want to like look into Moat's psyche, it's not because I like crafts. Like I don't give a fuck about crafts. It's just like I need to do a just chatting stream once in a while, so I actually like remind y'all that I exist in a way that's not just me being distracted. Because like I've been playing games. Hello, Alderegan, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incredibly wrong. But like I'm very, whenever I do sort of collab streams, it's very hard for me to pay attention to chat. Because it's like you're trying to like listen to people and you also want to like contribute to the conversation. And you're also trying to play like a game usually. So I just feel like it's very hard for me to, what's it called? Read chat properly when I'm doing like collabs. And it's like, it's hard because like I feel like collabs are fun to watch, I think. Like I enjoy watching collabs and I really enjoy like having people to play off of. But at the same time, like, it's sort of like I'm having two conversations at once. You know what I mean? Like one conversation with chat and one conversation like over voice. And it just like breaks my brain. So I'm just like, I need to have a just chatting tech where I actually just fucking remind chat that I am trying to pay attention to y'all. It's literally just my brain cannot handle doing both. And so, but I also hate just chatting streams. Like there was a while, like there's a reason why like I've never, I'm only recently doing just chatting stuff is because like I hate it. Like I get really panicked. I'm like, if I don't have something to do, I freak out. Like that's why it's like games are so good, because it's like, I mean, games are dope, but also it's like, oh, I like have something to do. Like if I don't have anything to say, I'm like doing something. But then like if I'm just chatting and then I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so then I'll look up like what is like fucking Pokimane or XQC or whatever, you know, people do. And then it's a lot of like React shit. And it's just like, I don't want to do a bunch of React shit because I don't really want to watch React shit, you know? And then, what's it called? IRL I love doing, but IRL is like expensive and like you usually have to do it with someone and it's hard. And also you can't pay attention to chat too well. So it's like, okay, I want something where I can like actually interact with y'all, but also just like not sit here and panic. And so that's why I, what's it called? Crafts are my jam, I realize, because it's like I can do something so I don't feel like overwhelmed. But then also I'm not like, I can stop doing this. Like this isn't the most important thing for me to be doing. You know what I mean? It is not the end of the world if I do not do a craft correctly. Sorry, just came back. Love the collab you did with Office Drummer and the shit you gave Milo. Had me in stitches. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a really, really special. I felt really honored to be part of that. So a long time ago, like, I don't know if y'all have this, but I will do things where I will come up with an idea and I will write it down or I'll take a screenshot and then just never do it. So I remember back last year, because like, so Office Drummer was in one of the seasons of like the OTK Top Streamer. I don't remember if season 2 or season 3, but I was in season 1. And so that's how like he found me. Which I always thought was crazy because like I was a fan of Office Drummer, right? Like Office Drummer's been streaming like forever. And so like I would like watch him and stuff. And it's the fact he stopped by my stream. I was like, holy shit, what? And then he was like, we should do a collab because like we both live in LA. And I was like, what? And so I was like, yeah, we could do an Office collab. Like you would dress as you and I'd be like Dwight. And so then I was just like, and he agreed like a year and a half ago. And I was like, that would be so fun if we did that. And so then he did his subathon after like the Kai Cenat subathon. And I was just like, hey, do you want to do it? And he was like, oh, like do the night shift. And I didn't even know, cause like, I'm not a big like Kai Cenat fan. Like I did not know that like he did the night shift. So what Milo and me did, he did that for Kai Cenat every night for 30 days. I had no idea. Like that is so insane. Like the amount of dedication that Office Drummer has to streaming is like, I cannot relate. You know what I mean? Like you can tell when someone truly is like found their calling for life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if like streaming is what I want to do for life. Like, you know, I have this like philosophical, like, what do I want to do with my life thing all the time. And I think like, you know, streaming is, and I love the community and I love everything. But at the end of the day, like, I want to be, you know, doing stuff more in like the horror community, right? Like that's, like I love streaming because it's a way for me to be able to explore like that community. But it's not necessarily like at the end of the day, I want to stream for the rest of my life. But like, I feel like with Office Drummer, he's just like so committed and just like so just like passionate about streaming. And it's just like so cool to see someone like find something that they just like care about so much. You followed you because of the Office Drummer collab. That's amazing. Well, I appreciate it. And thank you, Chris, forever for being here. Hi, Watch. Hello, hello. But yeah, I just felt really, really honored to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, like, Office Drummer is a really cool dude. He's a really nice guy. Him and Meat, his wife, are really amazing people. They didn't have to, like, you know, you didn't have to be like, oh, remember that thing that you said you wanted to do like a year and a half ago? You didn't have to do that, but he was down, and I really appreciate it. All right, I feel like this is finished. I feel like this is it. So this is the first craft. How did I do? I'm gonna do like a side-by-side on my Instagram story, I think. So we have the create this foraged branch arrangement, which, to be honest, is pretty shitty on the official Martha Stewart page. And so then this is mine, which uses real flowers, not just leaves from the street. All right, I'd like to note real flowers, and some baby heads. And so I think that this would be a beautiful, what does this say? Skip fresh bouquets this year. Wait, let me read the Martha Stewart thing. Like this is what we're advertising. Skip fresh bouquets this fall and curate arrangements using greenery found in nature. Forage branches from your yard or nearby park and arrange them in a vase you already own, says Elizabeth Vergara, owner of Vergara Homes. Trim the branches to different heights for a sculptural look and tuck in a few acorns or pine cones to add texture and depth. The partial, yeah, exactly. Look at Martha's, then look at mine. Look at Martha's, then look at mine. I think mine's better. All right, I'm gonna put this over here beside the worst gingerbread house that's ever lived. Okay. Not worst as in worst decorated, but one of the worst in terms of least edible, I think. I kind of want to put the baby heads, I need a couple baby heads behind because the flowers are kind of falling back. We want to make sure it's not all baby heads in the front, right? We want to have like some like baby head flower. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay, nice. I think that's pretty good. All right, so now we are moving on here. What is the next one? Moat Stewart, absolutely. Techno, thank you for the 100 bits. That means we are 200 out of 500 bits away from, what's it called? Eating this terrible gingerbread house. That's pretty exciting. Let's write it down. 200 out of 500. 200 out of 700. So we're only 500 away. Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, I'm like holding it, but you can't even see it. There it is. Beautiful. Everything you've ever wanted in a gingerbread house, including fake blood and plastic teeth. All right. So the next thing we want to do, continuing on Martha's pretty unhinged craft excursion, is we are moving down, not the foliage wreath, but just not the crazy leaves as place cards, which look like they put some sort of worms on the leaves. No, because that also seems like a fucking terrible idea. No, we're gonna keep going into basically just clustering shit together around your house that can kind of look like an arrangement. So I'm just gonna find weird bottles and just hope for the best. Also, empty jar, baby limb placeholders perhaps. I do have a couple baby limbs. Yeah, gonna get my baby limb. I got some grapes, okay? And just layer what you have around. So you just kind of have a weird wicker basket, anything kind of like an old wooden bench. You can take your weird dead leaf, jar and a throw blanket. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna make right now. So I will be back. I'm gonna take some of the these items around my house, and then you'll be really impressed. So please stay tuned. I will be back in about 4 minutes or so. So that's what's going to be happening. Please keep talking amongst yourselves, and yes, we'll be back. No, what? I'm not leaving. What's going on? I'm not leaving. I'm being back in 4 minutes. What you doing, Ramen? Oh, wait, one more time. Let me see this. We were just talking about the office drummer stuff, by the way. You're gonna rage. You give me a sec. Okay. All right. Well, right. Okay. But I was gonna go get. Okay. I'll stay here. In the meantime, I'll get ready then and do my song. I'll practice it for you to come in here. Let's practice this. Okay. Don't worry, I'll do it really. We'll do it slowly so I remember. But yeah, I'm not leaving. I was just gonna go to the other room for a break. I was taking a break. I won't break. No breaks. Let's see. All right, let's practice. We'll do it in slow motion so that we can do it better. Okay, ready? We'll do half speed. Everyone, please sing this along with me in half speed. Super idol de xiao rong, do me ni de tian, ba de yi zheng wu de yang wang. Oh my god, that one's hard. Ba yue zheng wu de yang guang. Martha Stewart didn't take breaks in prison. That was one big break for her. Are you serious? She wasn't in the high security shit. She was probably just chilling. Ba yue zhang wu de yang guang. Yang guang do me ni jiao yan do me ni do me. I was trying to practice. All right, thank you for the raid. All right, we got we're doing this. 1 second. We're doing 75 speed so that I can try and do it. Okay. Super idol de xiao rong, do me ni de tian, ba de zheng wu de yang guang, do me ni yao yan. That one's so hard. Di ching cheng de zheng liu shui. I didn't notice like the money shot at the end of that video. All right, thank you so much for being in here, everyone. Ramen Raid, yes, thank you so much. For those of you who don't know, me and Ramen took the night shift at the Office Drummer stream, and I think we killed it. I'm pretty sure we did amazing. How is Minecraft? Welcome in, King, Techno, G5, Wandering Sloth. Ramen is currently beefing with one of my IRL friends on the Instagram post that we have together, which is very funny. She's one of my favorite people in the world, and y'all are now she called me a kid. Why did you call me a kid? All right, one more time. Super idol de xiao rong, do me ni de tian, zhe be zheng wu de yang guan, do me ni yao yan. So it's I E by ling wu du de ni. That's so hard. Ria yi by ling wu du de ni. There's no fucking way. All right, one more time. Doesn't she know I'm a big boy? I told her you were a big boy. I texted her. She's like, who is this? I was like, that's a big boy. Super idol de xiao rong, do me ni de tian, ba de yi zheng wu de yang guang, do me ni yao yan, ra yi bai ling wu du de ni, di ji xing cheng de zheng liu shui. I think that's the best I've ever sung that. I think that's the best I've ever done that. Enjoy your break. When you come back, enjoy your gingerbread house. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. We have currently now made our first goal. I appreciate it. Eat the worst gingerbread house of all time. This is, I'm going to eat a large panel of this horrible gingerbread house. I think it smells a little bit I don't know what's going. It smells a little bit off. It has plastic fake teeth. This is making me actually feel kind of nauseous. This is fake blood. This is non-edible fake blood. My friend made this for me. It was really, really kind of her. And I'm now going to eat a large panel of it. So that's happening. Unfortunately. I'm gonna do the song. I'm doing the raid song. And then I am going to be fine. Sorry, not sorry. No, that's good. Does it have glue on it? It does not have glue. She did have the wherewithal to not put glue in it, but apparently not. She had the decency to not put fake glue in it, but did put fake teeth and fake blood. Where is my guitar pick? God damn it. Oh, it's on the back, okay. There's like this thing, it clips on the back, and sometimes I forget that that's where you're supposed to put it. Also, I thought that my guitar was tuned, and I went in to use it today, and I realized that I carried it up 8 flights of stairs to go to my guitar lesson because the elevator was broken, a suitcase, and it actually untuned, turns out. So I'm gonna retune this. And I was so excited too, because I was just like, dang, I don't even have to tune my guitar because I just had my guitar lesson. And I like just tuned it, but I tuned it and then I pushed it down an elevator. Good enough. Paprika, I love you too. Thank you so much for being here on the YouTube. Just so you all know, I also am simul streaming on YouTube, and I will not notice your message half the time. It's the raid song. Whoa, thank you, Ramen, for the raid. Ramen's very, very awesome. I really appreciate you being here, hanging out today for the raid song. Oh, he's the master of the night song, the champion of the sun. Ramen's the master of karate and friendship for everyone is the raid song. Whoa. Yeah. All right. So now that you've brought all your viewers, Ramen, I am now ignoring y'all for several minutes while I collect random items around my house to decorate for Thanksgiving. So we have this wonderful gingerbread house. We also have this wonderful vase made of baby heads. And now we are going to find random pieces of glass and wood. This is according to Martha Stewart, that I'm supposed to add together to make it look like the fall. So if you will excuse me, I will be back in just a second. I need like 4 minutes to collect a bunch of random garbage. So y'all are gonna have to talk amongst yourselves, okay? Everybody just talk amongst yourselves. Just talk. Can you eat the house? You do not want to eat this house. This is a bad house. I mean, it's a good house, it's a beautiful house, and I appreciate that Foodie made it for me, but it is going to make me sick. This house is gonna make me ill. All right, I'm gonna try and find. Okay, I just have to find old wood shit, random empty jars. What else? Okay, sorry. Let me just double check here. You're gonna sneak a bite? You don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see. Random empty jars. Weird wood. Foraged shit. Okay. Dead flowers. Random fruit. Alright. Candles, we got this. Alright. Everyone stay here. Stay here. I'll be back. I can find shit to meet this criteria of very odd items. Okay, everyone, just 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Give me, I'll be right back. going to be creating a beautiful Thanksgiving arrangement, while also unfortunately eating a large part of this gingerbread house, which is terrible. How are things, Milo? Weird wood. Yeah, that's some weird wood right there. Just put some gravy in it. Oh, no. I sneaked a bite. Now your stomach hurts. Yeah, you should have had any. I told you. Dang it, Jinsu. All right. Let's... I don't know how to do this here. Okay, I'm going to move this on the ground. I'm going to move this over here. And then I'm going to kind of arrange everything on here, I think. This is the arranging place. All right, let's see. So I'm going to kind of lean down and like push the camera down. So I'm just I'm behind. I'm not gone, chat. So everyone don't freak out. I'm not abandoning you. I'm just slightly over here. I'm behind the screen trying to get the thing trying to get this tilted down properly here. Okay. There's a small spider on my camera, which feels very on brand for me. Let's see. Last second I had no. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So, nice. All right. Let's zoom into this weird baby in the chair. That's nice. Okay. It's a little busy, but I feel like we're gonna get the gist across here. All right. So the idea here is, let's bring out a window. Let's bring my window up. So we just are supposed to take a bunch of random shit and put it all together. So, okay. So we got, what do we got? We got random candles in jars and fruit piled for some reason. Just shove a bunch of jars together. Put some produce in there. And then just put like some blankets and some weird wood shit. So that's the, this is what we're trying to do, okay? Here, that's a nice reference photo, I guess. So that's where we'll start, okay? Let me make this maybe smaller because it's over my whole face. All right, hey. Do. Thank you, True Grandin, for the follow, by the way. I think I might have missed that. My bad. Okay. And then, of course, in the midst of us doing this, I will be eating this really upsetting gingerbread house. So let me just take the front off here. Here, let's move this. Oh God, let's move this a little bit. Hold it to the. Yeah. Okay. It's got this upsetting gingerbread house. Boom. Gonna be eating a panel of it. Let's go. The front, oh God, it is like soft, y'all. Like this is, y'all, I don't know how much of this I can eat. It's extremely stale. Like, even for me, this is bad. Gigi, I think you might die. You got your reboot card though? That's good. Like, look at the way this is like coming off. It's not coming off like the wall is hard. It's like disintegrating. Like, this is not how gingerbread houses fall apart. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah. This is like a new low, foodie. If you're watching this. Yeah, maybe we won't eat quite a whole panel. I'd like to note, my stomach is pretty close of steel though, so. All right, so. Get random jars or bottles. So just fucking put bottles around, all right? We have another fucking empty bottle. Boom. That's there now. Great. We want to put some candles and shit here. Here, we got this candle thing. Boom. We're just supposed to put just a bunch of shit together. In terms of food, they say that they want you to bring like some fruit. So it's like, oh, you want to use some old produce? Here's some grapes. So let's just fucking throw some grapes on here for some reason. There we go. Grapes. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna eat that probably. I wouldn't be happy if you didn't eat some. I take my goals very seriously. I have successfully eaten 1,200 bits forbidden craft material. So my next goal is forbidden craft material. That's hilarious. Because there's no... All this should be forbidden. Like, I feel like that's a next nonsense task. This is all should be forbidden. So we have this jar with baby heads. We have this candlestick. We have this empty jar. We have these grapes. We're supposed to use produce. Let's see, what else do we got? The good news is, not only do we have regular grapes, we also, my housemate, so I don't have a roommate, but I have someone who lives across the hall from me, got me this big ass pile of grapes, which I think is perfect for Thanksgiving. So we're just gonna put this giant fake pile of grapes that I inexplicably own. Just add this to the pile. I guess, so according to Martha Stewart, this is how you decorate. It's like, okay, you don't have any money? Just take a bunch of shit around your house and throw it all together till it looks like you did it intentionally for some reason. So we got regular grapes, we got big ass pile of ball grapes, we got dead baby flour, we got this thing, we got this. Yeah, you just take, see if you this is what you do. Ooh, ah, wow. Exactly. So this is the secret, y'all. This is the secret to decoration, okay? Let me bring the mic here. This is the secret to decoration, okay? If you have these items, what one might characterize as garbage around your house, it looks like clutter. But if you smush it really close together, suddenly you're designing, okay? I hope y'all are writing this down. So remember, things far apart from each other, clutter. Things pushed close together, decoration, okay? And so, and don't forget an amp. Yeah, don't forget your amp. You gotta have your amp in the background or else you haven't had it. Also, so they want another thing that, let's bring this back on. Following more of Martha Stewart's tips is layer what you have. So she says, looks great, good night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. You don't need leaves, pumpkins, and other obvious seasonal motifs to decorate your home for Thanksgiving. You can create a cozy, welcoming atmosphere using what you have. Use throws, scarves, or old table items to layer warmth and softness on chairs or benches. Mixing materials like linen, wood, wool, or cloth creates a cozy and collected look. So that's the thing. All right, y'all? We're doing a collection now, okay? So it's not a bunch of garbage. it's a collection of different materials. So we have, in terms of wood, we have this creepy, we have this creepy doll chair that Foodie got me from when she flew out east, and she found it at a thrift store. It is a vintage from the 60s or 70s. I'm going to say 60s. It looks a little too old to be 70s. Wooden chair for dolls. So that's wood. That's wood if I've ever seen it. In terms of a nice throw blanket here. I mean, what about this nice plaid? That looks fall. All right. So we just take this here. Just take this here, we fold this up, okay? And now we have a nice throw blanket that we put, I guess, on the chair. The chair to blanket ratio is a little off. Wait, I really fucked up this. I really fucked up this. This blanket here. Okay. The throw blanket to chair ratio is a little off, but that's okay. So we'll just shove it in here. That's nice. Okay. So that's like a layer of different materials. Woo! So we got the wood, and we got the sort of wool. That looks very fall. Okay. And then, so wicker, we have, I used my recycling bin. It's this sort of basket, this sort of leather wickery basket. So I guess I'll just put that in front of it. You can't really see, but it is in front. Just picture it. And then in terms of that shitty leaf jar, we've got the baby head thing here. That's good. And I think for good measure, we'll have this nice baby arm here. Just sticking out. That's nice. Boom. Okay. So I think we're really on our way here with our Martha Stewart Thanksgiving decorations. Yeah, we have the different materials. We have the wood mixed in with the wool. Okay. We have the baby arm. That's nice. Let's see. I'm moving the. I'm turning off the alerts for a second because I really want us to really appreciate the decorations here. We got the vase with baby heads. We got the regular grapes and inexplicably large glass ball grapes. We have this stick. We have this vase, wooden creepy doll chair, beautiful throw blanket, creepy baby arm. Hi, Bashu, it's nice to see you. We're doing some Thanksgiving crafts. We're decorating our place for the fall. We're trying to create a cozy atmosphere for Thanksgiving. How are we doing so far? All right, other items that I have around. Don't worry, I do have other items. They said produce, right? So I have inexplicably just oranges. Like she literally just piled oranges in the background. Like it's literally just, you have shit around and you don't have any money and just find shit around your house. I'm like, listen, Martha, whatever you want me to do, I'll do whatever. In Greatsgiving, whoa, I think that is an offensive way to describe whatever's happening here. Let me take this strange candle thing that I've never lit in my life. Let me just put that there. And then I'm going to turn on this fake candle. And I'm going to put in this candle jar here. It's candles. Everybody loves candles, especially Martha Stewart. Light it. I'm not going to light. There's no... Hi, Peckies. It's great to see you, by the way, but there's no oil in it. I'm not lighting. It will just cause a fire. It will just cause a fire. Let's see what else we have. We have this nice bottle of maple, no, not maple syrup. We have this bottle of just random potpourri stuff. I don't really know where that's gonna... No. Let me just... Sorry, let me just... Perfect. Move over, Martha. Here comes moat. Full steam. Exactly. It's definitely a bottle with a wick, though. It is true. Are you doing Thanksgiving dinner? So I will probably be doing Thanksgiving dinner with the Gothic foodie. I'm thinking I'm supposed to be helping her with it. My hope is that maybe we'll stream some of the prep, which means that I will definitely have to pitch in to the dinner because I will be doing no help. I will just be annoying her. So I hope to be doing something sort of cooking related, if not on Thanksgiving. Not it won't be on Thanksgiving. If not, like the day before Thanksgiving, it might be the day before, so on the Wednesday or Tuesday. All right, and then finally, no true fall display is complete without maple syrup. Annoying her is a vibe and probably entertaining for everybody except her. It's probably quite an enjoyable time for everybody except Foodie. All right. Is it 12:03? Oh my goodness. Okay. I will probably have to wrap this up because I do have work tomorrow, which is very lame. But I think we really did something here. For those of you who've just got here, baby head vase, pile of fruit. I think this is pretty much exactly like what Martha Stewart was wanting. So thank you so much, Lane Photography, for the follow. I appreciate it. Annoy her for content, she'll understand. She will understand usually. I feel like Foodie will understand 90 to 94% of the time. I would say one of the 6% of the time is Thanksgiving, a holiday that probably that means a lot to her and many Americans. That she's gonna be working really hard on. I think that might hit the 6% of times. Final girl Martha Stewart, that would honestly be sick. I'm gonna ask her, I'm like, okay, what can we do that will be both entertaining and not super annoying? Because, like, obviously, like, Thanksgiving has to be Thanksgiving. Most of Wednesday has to be actual prep. So maybe on, like, a Tuesday or, like, early into it or something. I'm not sure. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. This has been really fun. I haven't been doing a lot of, like, streams by myself because I've realized, who knew, hanging out with other people is actually very fun. But I feel like I used to always stream by myself, and I feel like, you know, it's much easier to catch up with chat. It's much easier to interact. And, like, I have been, it's hard because it's like, I both enjoy collabs a lot, but, like, I've also been, like, the viewer where I'm, like, watching streams and been like, I'm here for this person and there's 17 other people and I can't hear what's going on. You know what I mean? So I get it. But just know that it's like, you know, I've been having so much fun, like, with, like being involved in gaming with people, and, like, I've been given really cool opportunities to, like, hang out and stuff, and it's been really nice. But yeah, I feel like, you know, it makes sense to, like, just hang out and talk to y'all once in a while and just, like, pay attention to chat. I feel like I've been really bad at paying attention to chat, so I'm sorry, y'all. I care about y'all. I'm sorry, but that's why I did this silly stream, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I actually did. You know, hard to keep up with chat unless your friends are helping. I mean, it is hard to keep, but, like, it's interesting because, like, both when you're with people, they read chat for you, but then also I forget to read it, and sometimes everyone forgets. Nice decorations. Thank you so much. This Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. We might be doing Ace Attorney Chapter 3 with Pikake, which would be really, really sick. Or a second thing. Those I'll be there. That's what's happening on Sunday. Is one of those two that are just me dicking around again. So probably Nightmare Before Thanksgiving. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see who is livey live. I'm gonna bring my computer over here to look so that I'm not I am not all blurry in the chats. You know it's great for balancing wobbly baby chairs, baby feet. If you got any laying around, you suspect you do. You suspected, correct. Imagine dicking around. I could never. Everything I do is extremely serious, and I need y'all to know that. Let's see. I am going to, we're gonna raid Leeks World. Leeks World is, the Spider-Man, the one who helped, Office Drummer, who is the Spider-Man, and is a really cool person. So, let's read. Yeah, W. Malik, exactly. Let's see. Your stream streak will come to an end since you'll be a country that blocks Twitch. No, but I appreciate it. You are amazing. And please let me know how it goes. I need to ask you for something. I don't usually ask for something for people traveling, but because you are going to a place that I very much love, I actually do want to try and get you to bring me something. Maybe one of those like honey jars that only is like 3% honey, but you might get stopped at customs, so don't do that. But I'm trying to think, like, there actually might be something I want you to get me, which I like never would ask usually, but I'm just like, that happens to be like the one place where I'm like, oh, it would like warm, like it would be so nostalgic. Something really stupid. All right. See you all soon. Remind Leeks, because Malik might not remember me. Remind him that we met at Office Drummers. I will. I'll remind him over chat. All right. Sounds good. All right. See you all later and have a good one. All right. Take care. Bye.